Welcome back, Generals, to another Let's Fix Generals 0 Hour to make the best game ever. Good, so we have this bullshit here. Let's, we need to... Right. Okay, so we need to remove this crap here. Yeah. I just delete this and this and this. Okay. Good. Okay. Good. Then we make another change and call this ZH show show system maps tab in world builder without it's called show system maps tab in show system maps tab in world release in non debug in release world builder. Show the system maps tab in release world builder. We do the same here. We would commit fix black terrain and release world builder. But it's a bit unspecific, isn't it? Maybe we should be specific and say in world builder without RTS debug. It's a bit code specific, but I mean these commits are aimed at coders, so I guess it's fine. Yeah. World builder without RTS debug. Good. Then we need to create your branches. Actually, we need to base this on this one. Create branch. Fix black terrain. Yeah. Fix black terrain. And then we cherry pick this. And then we need a another branch, and we do show system maps tab. Yeah. Then we can rename this one to TMP. Okay. And then let's push this one here. So that one fixes this one. Fixes this. And it also is a include merge after this to do replicate in generals. This change fixes the black terrain in World Builder without RTS debug. This issue happened because all code around global data mshroud on is compiled out in release. Is compiled out without RTS debug, which enables shroud and turns the world black. Regarding the shrouding, global data, no. game defines enable. Maybe we should rename this to enable configurable shroud. Enable. Oops. Enable configurable shroud. Enable the configurable shroud, disable the configurable shroud to make shroud hacking a bit more difficult, a bit, let's say, a bit less accessible. Yeah. Rename to rename macro. Okay. This change fixes the black terrain and without RTS debug. This issue happens because all code around is compiled out without RTS, which enables shroud and turns the world black. Labels. Major fix. Major fix world builder. The change fixes the black terrain. Builder that was compiled without Okay. Um, okay. Then the next one is this one. Okay. This is enhancements. Is it enhancements? I think it's also fix minor. Well, it's not a fix. It's not an enhancement either. It's just a change. Yeah. Minor world builder. Yeah. Resolves that. This change shows the system maps tab. That change enables the system maps tab in World Builder without RTS debug. This makes more consistent across configurations. We still need to replicate it in generals and to the replicate in generals. Looks like resolves is not the correct keyword. Or is it? It is, okay. Okay, this one fails to compile. Okay. How's that happening? mshroud on is not a member of global data. Oh. Okay. Did we miss something? Command line CPP. Command line CPP. Line 729. 729. Did I make a mistake here maybe? Hold on. I'm not sure. What's the problem? See declaration of global data. 6 debug. Oh, I see. I see. It failed to rename some of these guys for some reason. Huh. I don't know why that happened. 11 more. Interesting. No idea how that happened. Push that again. Okay, I would like to take a look at this guy here. Okay, looks like we need to add this remote here. Channel 0R. Yeah. Remotes. Manage. So we need to add a new one and call that Stobjux. Okay. Okay. Oof, it's quite a lot here. So what is the branch? Fix beacon cursor. Fix beacon cursor. Okay. My throat is hurting a little bit. Maybe I should talk less. Yeah. Okay, let me compile this. Yeah. Actually, no, we should probably look at main without any changes. Yeah. Let me fetch and prune all remotes. What is going on here? Whoop. Whoops. Oh. Nice. Good. So what I wanted to check it is so the issue is that when in some constellation the beacon cursor would not appear. So it will appear if you don't have a unit selected. Yes, beacon cursor. Let me see. So the issue is, hold on. The issue is when you have a unit or building selected. No? What's the issue? When you have nothing selected. Click an empty area on the terrain to clear any selections. Click the beacon button in the control bar or press that. Observe the mouse cursor. Aha, okay. So if you have nothing selected, okay, I see. Let me stop debugging here. And let's actually launch the game. Oof. Oof. Oh. Yeah, I probably just want to look at this code a little bit here of the beacon. Maybe then we merge a few more changes. Ah, no, there is one more thing we need to look into. Apparently I broke the replay continue button. So we need to look, take a look at that. Yeah. Okay, so what is the function? This one. Right. So I do wonder if it's maybe possible to just like front load this check here and just do something very specific for the beacon instead of massaging it into this huge flow of checks, right? Because maybe that's not necessary. Currently valid. Currently valid. Currently valid. Currently valid. So, because basically what happens, it passes through here, right? It passes there. Then it passes through here. Oh boy. Oh, what is this? Oh my gosh. Okay. This makes sense. Uh, deterministic launch sequence, takeoff sequence would likely be desirable. So this is enhancement minor USA and China. Good. So what I want to do, first we want to launch the game. Yeah. That's the first mission here. Then, actually, yeah, hold on. So what does it do? It will go here to currently valid. So that's all it does, right? It sets it to currently valid, to true, so that it goes in here. And what does it do in here? It will call type, do command, well, it won't be one of these. It's currently valid. So it goes in here. And then it goes in here. Right? Okay, how about we... Not currently valid. Invalid. Hint message. Hint message. Okay, I think what we should do is we go to this branch and we test what the code pass currently does. Here, we take this guy and we do a cherry pick this commit. Oh no, we shouldn't, because we're on main branch. Hold on. Instead, we just go on here. How about that? Okay. Okay. We compile again. Okay. Okay. Then we launch that. And we need 2 clients. We need 2 clients. Because we cannot place the beacons with one guy. At least not by default. Let me launch another client. This guy. Okay. Multiplayer, network. Okay, let me create a game. Oh, nope. We join a game and then we take the same team And then we pick a nice map, like Alpine Assault, fantastic map, right? That's so. So we click it there, and that goes now in here, and that goes in here, valid command hint, boom, done. Okay. Okay, so I think what we should do, I think we should do it different. We should implement this differently. There's an object though. Where's this from? Object, this kind of shrubbery. Target. Objects. That's enemies neutral. Object ID. This object ID. Invalid ID. Okay, so I think the way we should actually fix it is we should simply say here, we say we say our selected objects controllable. We say if command and command equals this one, yeah, then we simply do this. Now we need the object ID here, which we can get from here we put an else if. Then here we would remove this again. Yeah. So if the command type is place beacon, then we say it's a valid GUI command, append message this, and the object ID. We probably need to do this here. Maybe we just pass invalid ID. Let me put a breakpoint here. Let's do a pragma optimize one or off. Yeah. And then hint message. hint message. My gosh, this code. Okay, what we can simply do is put this here. Do we need to return as well, maybe? Return. Don't think we need to return, no. I think this might already work. Maybe it can even be simplified more. Oof, where are we? Here. Maybe it's possible to just pass invalid ID as well here. Yeah, let me try this. Good. So we're doing multiplayer network. There you go. Need a second client. Okay, and then multiplayer, network, instance 1, accept, no, back, team 1, accept, play game. Good. Okay, and then that seems to have worked, right? Yeah. Yeah. Okay, let me put a breakpoint here. My expectation is that the object ID is invalid. Oh. It didn't enter here. Okay, that's unexpected. That is unexpected, yeah. Let me put a breakpoint here. Huh. It's not hitting at all for some reason. Why is that? Huh? Huh. Let's put a breakpoint here at the start. Okay, for some reason our code is not... What is this? Oh, it's not attached. Oh, we didn't attach the deep... Okay, well. I don't know how that happens. General's first instance. Okay. Okay. There we go. And the object ID is invalid. Yes. And message hint, message type, valid GUI command hint, no object ID. Okay. 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 Yeah. Yeah, I think this is the way to go. And then we say here invalid, and then this here can be removed. Yeah. This code can be simplified by writing it like so. I suspected so. It's, I mean, it's not wrong the way he did it, but it makes it super complicated because it makes it fit into the complicated mess that is already there, right? So the code already is a mess, and adding the code here into this just makes it more messy, right? It just adds to the mess. But I think it can be cleaner this way, and even this could be simplified. Like we could have like a function for this that wraps it in a function, because it's looking always very similar, right? It does this, and then this, and then this, right? So it's just like this changes and this changes. So this one could also be greatly simplified. Actually, like, why is this even set here, message type? I don't know why. Message type, message invalid. I don't know, but it works. Do we even need this append object ID arguments? Probably not, because I assume that the game message already. But what does this do? Argument data type object ID. alloc arg. alloc arg. Do we need this at all? I think maybe we can just remove that. Right? Let me see. Yeah. One failed. Oops. Hint message. Okay. Then let's remove that. Is this message type even used afterwards? At the end. Oh yeah, it is, yeah. Okay. Okay. Okay, multiplayer network. Good. We create the game again. There we go. Team 1. Okay. And I expect that this also works because it doesn't need the position, the object, right? Yeah, that also works. Let's put a beacon here in the base. Here. There we go. Okay, cool. That works. So just like this and this. Yeah, okay. So move this and that. Dot, dot, dot. Dot, dot, dot. This function code is an enormous mess. I don't think I wrote that right. Enormous. Well, close enough. Enormous mess. This function code is an enormous mess. We can we do not need to add to it, and can simplify the fix by writing it like so. Selected object is controllable. I don't quite understand why they brought this so complicated. To me, it looks like the code should be like, if this command, then do this. If this command, do this. If this command, do this. But they wrote it like, if there are these conditions, go through all this mess here. It's outrageous. It's outrageous. Yeah. Yeah. You can simplify the fix by writing it. Yeah. The function is still a mess with this in place, but I think this function needs a huge refactor at some point. This function needs a refactor. It's really bad. It's really bad. Let me add a issue. Label, investigate, refactor, major. Or task. If a comment function is a mess and needs refactor, very difficult to read and maintain. It needs a good refactor. It carries the risk of introducing errors. But potentially also fixing errors. We can simplify. There we go. Good. Good find. Fix. Good find. Fix. Good find. Hints by translator. What? Hints by. Good. Okay. Um, okay, with removing. I have not I have not inspected the profiler. I have not inspected the EA profiler. Maybe it is useless. Maybe not. We are not we're not doing any profiling right now, so it is not really focus to look into that thing. It certainly is possible that it can be deleted. I will not make time for inspecting that at this inspecting it this time. There's no urgency to remove this other than merging, combining RTS profile and RTS debug into one CI target to reduce the amount of targets to build. Okay, I need some water. I think for this one we can actually add a design label, right? Yeah. Design. Okay, then this one. Dependencies benchmark. Okay. I think this change looks perfectly fine. It previously also used these numbers. Yeah. Um, looks good. Okay. Okay, how about we merge a few things? We have 23 ready to merge. We can merge. Let me clean up here this. Okay, so we can merge this guy and this guy. Yeah. Check vector size. Okay. Minor refactor. Okay. Fix crash when launching the game with an unsupported display resolution or when the graphics adapter does not support 800 by 600. Check vector size before accessing first element in world builder. By the way, did I replicate it in generals? Yes, I did. Okay, good. Check vector size before accessing first element in world builder. Okay. Maybe we should say in world builders in like that. Okay, check vector size before accessing first element in word builders. That and that. Okay. Okay. This change prevents dereferencing null pointer that window in control bar callback makes the compiler happy. Let me look at the code one more time. What's going on with the music here? Jesus Christ. Okay. Okay. Delete the branch. Okay. Fix potential bug or crash due to missing break at switch case in that. Fix potential bug or crash when. How about we simplify this? Fix potential bug or crash when denying a buddy request in GameSpy lobby. Let's call it online lobby. Online communicator. There we go. Fix potential bug or crash when denying a buddy request in online communicator. Fix potential bug or crash when denying a buddy request in the online communicator. Fix potential bug or crash when denying a buddy request in the online communicator. Okay. Good. I think that will be it for today. Yeah, looks good. Okay, cool. Making really good progress. Already reached over 500 commits to this branch, to this repository. In now 3-4 months, 4 months soon, yeah. 500 in 4 months, 100 a month. 120 a month, yeah. Yeah, it's not too bad. Good. Good. I think I will take a break here. Good. Then I wish you a great day or night. Until next time. Goodbye.